So the Denver Nuggets dusted Miami in the finals to win their first ring in franchise history. A great accomplishment, of course, but now let's see how they stack up against the last 3 decades of NBA champs. 3 teams led by Michael Jordan, 4 by LeBron, and 5 by Kobe will be among the challengers for Jokic and the boys in this single elimination fight to the death. To seed the teams y'all already know, I simulated one full season. During the season sim, Cavs LeBron would win MVP, and look at 03 Tim Duncan at work for the Spurs. That stat line, my word. Unfortunately, the past 30 champions aren't balanced properly between the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, so there's some West teams overflowing into the East. Don't yell at me. Of note, all 4 Warrior championship teams are in the top half of the West bracket. Oh boy. Dirk's Mavs are way up there? Okay. The Nuggets are sandwiched between a couple Laker teams at the bottom. Okay. On the other side, all 4 LeBron-led teams are in the top half of the bracket. Look at the Raptors though. Wow. And not surprisingly, Hakeem's 94 Rockets are in the basement. All right. Hakeem's a beast, but his supporting cast, not so much. And here are all those teams seated as follows on our main bracket. Like I said, there are some Western Conference teams on the right side of the bracket with the East teams. I had to do it, but let's start in the West. The top left bracket where the 2017 Warriors get a bye, but we've got the 22 Warriors. We've got 3 Spurs team, including an all Spurs matchup. This is going to be crazy. Last year's Golden State Warriors are actually the lowest rated, the lowest seeded Warriors team of all. They are still number 8, which is a pretty good. Y'all know their roster already. We just saw it last season. And they'll be taking on the 01 Lakers, who were pretty much middle of the pack in our season sim, but I mean, they got 98 Kobe and Shaq. Do they really need anything else? I guess the answer is yes. The 01 Lakers did need a little bit more in the current era. The season sim does not lie, apparently. And look at this. Shaq had 37 and 19. Kobe had 31. They just have no depth. I guess, yeah, fair enough. This is the beginning of all the Spurs content in this video. The 03 Spurs are the higher seeded of the 2 we're about to see. They have 98 Duncan, but Parker and Ginobili aren't great. David Robinson is old. While the 05 Spurs, who they will be playing, again, 98 Duncan, Parker and Ginobili are better. Bruce Bowen, they don't have D-Rob, but I kind of think this roster is better. Either way, I predict a Spurs victory in this game. You know what? Why am I talking? Okay, a minute 20 left. The 03 Spurs are indeed the higher seed and leading this game. David Robinson is in the white, so the black Spurs are the team that are down right now, 05. Oh my gosh, Tony Parker for the 03 Spurs just missed a pair of free throws. The 05 Spurs still have a chance. Who's got a big shot in them though? Tim Duncan is not involved at all. Nazi Muhammad, you've got to be kidding me. You've got in the clutch, brother, really? 27, 10, and 3 for 03 Duncan in a winning effort. And finally, we get to the highest rated Spurs team we've seen so far, 97 Tim Duncan. This is the best version of Tony Parker and Manu, all on the 07 Spurs. And they'll be taking on the 2010 Lakers, who somehow were a 13 seed with prime Kobe Bryant, 97 overall, 92 Powell, and some pretty interesting depth pieces. Yeah, this could be an upset. And again, I could also have no idea what I'm talking about. As per usual, the season sim, very accurate. The Spurs dominated the 2010. This is 2 Kobe teams gone. At least he had a nice dunk. Oh my word. This is finals MVP Tony Parker, and he showed it. 41 and 14. Tim had 34 and 10. This Spurs team means business. And interesting results from our first region, as we've got Warriors versus Warriors, Spurs versus Spurs. These dynasties are out of control. And down to the bottom left region, well, we've got more Spurs, more Lakers, more Warriors, but hey, maybe the Nuggets could be the lone not dynasty to make it through. To start this region though, a team that prevented a dynasty, the 2011 Mavs, who low-key in 2K on paper look like a super team. I mean, Dirk is amazing. Look at all these role players. Wow. And they'll be taking on the other team to beat LeBron in Miami, the 2014 Spurs. Kind of crazy how that happened. Young Kawhi Leonard on this version. I mean, whoa, that escalated quickly. Oh my good, the Mavs are unserious. How'd they choke that lead? Okay, this is why I don't react when I see a big lead early in the simcast. So the Mavs are going to end up winning this game, but by single digits when they once led by like 30. That was a close call. We move on to the highest seeded Lakers team in the bracket, the 02 Lakers, the end of their three-peat. Shaq, Kobe. This team is worse on paper than the 01 Lakers. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just drinking the Kool-Aid of the current day Nuggets, but maybe they could take them down. Jokic versus Shaq. It'll be fun at least, but who's going to guard Kobe? The answer to my question was absolutely no one, as late in the fourth, Kobe had a near 50-piece already, but Nikola Jokic was also playing well. He had his Nuggets right there. Despite Kobe's heroics, the Lakers only lead by 1 with just over 90 seconds left. Kobe looking for 50. Good double team by the Nuggets. Wait, Derek Fisher. He's hit some big shots in his day. He missed, but Shaq is on the glass. That could have been an and one. Everyone else on the Lakers is scared to make a play here. They got to give the ball to Shaq or Kobe in the clutch. Derek Fisher finds Shaq. Jokic is getting exposed. Yeah, I had to say it. He's getting exposed by Shaq. I mean, Nikola might score here on Shaq, but he missed. Even then, it would have been 2. Why are you going for a 2? And I mean, I can't really blame Jokic when Kobe's going to go for 49, Shaq 30 and 13. I mean, yep, that's tough to beat. We're moving back to our second championship Warriors roster of the video, and yeah, the 2018 team with Curry, Durant, Klay Thompson. I mean, I have nightmares about this team still. And they'll be taking on the 09 Lakers. We already saw basically this exact same 2010 team lose earlier. We still got prime Kobe, prime Gasol, young Andrew Bynum. For the second game in a row, we saw Kobe Bryant put one of his Laker teams on his back, taking this game all the way into the clutch against the loaded Warriors. And he's got a chance to pull off an epic game winner. This would be so clutch. 12 seconds left on the Lakers home floor. Well, I mean, it's like the old-fashioned LA Forum. I don't know, maybe Golden State was supposed to be. It doesn't matter. Kobe going to work on Klay Thompson. What? Yeah, I'm gonna pretend like we didn't just see that. The Warriors couldn't advance the overtime. Okay. Thankfully, Kobe would be in the process of making up for that late game blunder in OT. His Lakers have a 1-point lead. Steph is pulling up for 3. He bricked it. Kevon Looney, of course, on the glass. Steph's pulling up again. You can't let him shoot twice. I guess that's the answer. It don't matter though. Kobe's not passing this in the clutch. His hook shot misses. The Warriors can really put a nail in the Lakers' coffin right here. Dude, this Steph has a million shot tendency, and I guess why not if he's gonna make everything. That one was honestly so tough. Kobe 33 points, but couldn't get it done in OT. Pau only had 8 points. He had 21 rebounds. Why wasn't he on the floor in the clutch? The final matchup in this region is another Lakers-Warriors matchup. Golden State has won the first 2, and this one has super young Kobe. Shaq, can you do something? Okay, so I was like really shook at what I was seeing. The Lakers won, which is a massive upset. I'll show you in a second. Look at how they won though. Shaquille O'Neal had 47 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. What in the world? That man is very good. And I mentioned it so casually, but yeah, the 2000 Lakers just massively upset the 2015 Warriors. I mean, I guess Shaq just does what he wants. As a whole, we have 3 Warriors teams, 2 Spurs teams, 2 Lakers teams advancing off to the Sweet 16, and we still have some more to go on the road. In fact, the 99 Spurs made their way over to the east side of the bracket. LeBron's Cavs a bye through to the next round. This could be good. Lots of Bulls content. In fact, we'll start with some Bulls content. 1998, Michael's final championship. He's still a 98 overall. Scottie's still a 90. I mean, this is a good team. Somehow they were a 9 seed, and they'll be taking on and attempting to upset the infamous 08 Celtics roster. Their big 4, Kendrick Perkins. He could be the difference maker, y'all. Nah, bruh. The Celtics fans will never let us hear the end of this if you don't close them out, Mike. We cannot be letting Boston fans get any satisfaction in this video. Not even one game. Okay, we're under a minute left now. Michael Jordan did hit a pair of free throws to bring it back to within a 1-point game, but Paul Pierce is the truth. My word, dude. Paul Pierce might have just hit the dagger. The Bulls gonna keep going to MJ. Makes sense. The Celtics, though, bring a double team. Who else is gonna hit a shot? Nobody. Ray played good defense. KG was there. And as long as Ray hits 1 out of 2 here, yeah, I think this game is over, Boston. Old man Michael Jordan had 43 points on 18 of 27 shooting. Wow, Rondo 29, 7, and 12. What a stat line, but Paul Pierce was the king with the dagger. The good news is Chicago gets right back on the horse. Now the 97 Bulls. MJ was a 99, Pippen a 92. It's basically the same team. Very interesting matchup, I can't lie, against the 2021 Bucks. Giannis, Drew, Chris Middleton. We all know this team well, and I can't lie, this was a super ugly, relatively low-scoring battle between both teams. Neither looked great in the process, and this is going to go ahead and be another pretty sizable upset in the video. The Bulls were a 12 seed, the Bucks were a 5 seed, and yeah, Chicago double-digit win. They didn't break much of a sweat, but look at this absolute nonsense. Luke Longley 29 and 5 to lead the way for the Bulls. I mean, Scottie had a triple-double, but Mike didn't do anything. In the final matchup of this region, our best Chicago Bulls team, the 96 Bulls, versus the worst San Antonio Spurs team, who ended up on the east side of the bracket. Okay, excuse me, sir. What? Sir, this is a Wendy's. Can you please relax? The worst version of Tim Duncan and the Spurs just beat the best version of Michael Jordan and the Bulls. Sure, why not? And as I illustrated, it wasn't even close. That explains it. Yep, Tim Duncan 42, 15, and 5. Fair enough. A couple rather large upsets at the bottom of this region off to the Sweet 16. The Bulls, the Spurs, we're learning that anything can happen. And as we wrap up the round of 32, we've got a lot of Miami Heat action down here. The Raps, the Pistons, some legendary winners. The 2012 version of the Heatles actually finished 1 seed higher higher than the 2013 team, who we'll see in a second. There isn't very much depth on this squad. And the 12 Heat will be taking on the 04 Pistons. Always a fun team to look back on. Chauncey, Ben, Rashid, Tayshaun. Why? No, the first time we see LeBron in this video, and he's choking. Low-key. I haven't seen his stats yet, but getting beat by 20 when you are the favorite, that's not a good look, brother. Shout out to the Pistons, I guess, but yeah, LeBron 17, 8, and 10 on 5 of 14. That's not good enough. The Pistons are super balanced, obviously great defensively. Yeah, they could be a problem. It's okay, though. LeBron has a chance to get right back at it. This time, old man LeBron from the 2020 bubble Lakers, they're looking good. And he will, rather ironically, be taking on our second Heat team of the video, the 06 young D Wade-led Miami Heat, who honestly aren't very good on paper. The Lakers should win this. Of course, we know this young version of D Wade wouldn't go lightly. He put up near 40 for his 06 Heat, but he did so in a losing effort as old man LeBron had 35 and 10. He has finally arrived in this video. Can we get one more LeBron off to the Sweet 16, the 2013 Heat? Basically the same roster we just saw lose to the Pistons, and this will be the first of back-to-back Hakeem appearances in this tournament. This is the better version of the Rockets, along with 90 overall Clyde Drexler. I have one thing and one thing only to say: Hakeem the Dream. Also, how are the Rockets in the bonus with 6 minutes left in the third quarter? Okay, I guess I have two things to say. LeBron, my brother in Christ, you just got embarrassed with your Heat team twice. Oh my word, Hakeem is a GOAT. Literally, he is the 52 and 17. It's over. One version of Hakeem in the Sweet 16 is cool, but can we get two up against the 2-seeded Kawhi Raptors? Oh yeah, okay, never mind. The Raptors just dominated. It's cool though. Hakeem just absolutely bodied my GOAT en route to the Sweet 16. He didn't need to get there twice. Okay, Pascal, I see you backpacking Kawhi. And with that, the most chaotic region of our bracket, we had two upsets: Hakeem's Rockets, Detroit. Yep, they're both advancing. And that does bring us to our Sweet 16. Lots of diversity over there on the east, the right side of our bracket. On the left, not so much. But let's start sorting things out for matchups. Let's go. And up first, a little Warriors on Warriors crime. The 17 Golden State Crew, that was a 1 seed. We haven't seen him yet. They had a bye. They have Curry, Durant. What else do they need? Oh my. Oh, they need to close. That's what they need. And actually, 2017 Steph is not on the floor. I think he's checking in. KD shoots over old man Steph and gets it to go. Klay Thompson down low for the old Warriors, the 22 version, and they're back within one. As long as there's no whistle, Steph Curry will not check in for the prime Warriors, but why is this version of Steph guarding KD? He simply cannot do anything with him. Finals MVP Steph has a chance to be clutch here. Oh, he's getting doubled. Jordan Poole. Speaking of being clutch, Jordan Poole for 3. Oh, he's playing point guard with Steph on the bench. What a glitch, because the CPU is matching Steph up with KD. He's getting every shot he wants. This is nuts. Okay, now the 17 Warriors have a... What am I seeing? The 22 Warriors sub Steph Curry out for no reason. There's no way 2K is hoeing the 22 Warriors like this. Andrew Wiggins. Nope. In the clutch, of course he would brick. What are you? What am I seeing? Like, I'm sorry. Is there a rule that there can only be one Steph Curry on the court at all times? Now the 22 Warriors have no timeouts, and that's game. It's so confusing trying to keep track of all these Spurs teams, but once again, we have the 03 Spurs matching up against the 07 Spurs. The 07 team much better on paper. They're the higher seed, but the 03 Spurs have the better Tim Duncan. And thankfully, I don't have to decipher which team is which in the clutch, because this was a 30-point blowout for the 03 San Antonio Spurs. What? The 03 Spurs? Yeah, he is better. I did, in fact, at 32, 15, 12, 5, 4, what? Once again, we've got the super balanced Dallas Mavericks team. Dirk didn't even have a great game in his first attempt. The 02 Lakers, one of two Kobe Shaq teams to advance. Bro, some of these blowouts are just they're borderline offensive at this point. The Mavericks were cooked so quickly in this game. That was actually insane. 46 points they lost by. Kobe had 47, 14, and 4. I mean, Shaq had 35 and 11, and it was by far the second best performance on the team. Kobe missed 2 shots. What am I seeing? Will Kobe and Shaq clinch their second spot in the Elite 8, or can Golden State advance and book their second ticket? Man, that is 3 straight blowouts in this bracket. This one less surprising. Okay, the 2000 Lakers were a 15 seed. Shaq absolutely carried them in their first matchup, but he shot 8 of 20 in this one. And look at 2018 Steph, 32 points, 16 assists. And in reverse order of what we just saw, yeah, the 2018 Warriors advancing, and the 02 Lakers both blowouts. Same goes for the 03 Spurs. That Tim Duncan is gnarly, and the 17 Warriors barely escape. And with that, we've got our Elite 8, at least on the left side of the bracket, but let's move to the right and get cracking, baby. I'm excited for some of these matchups. One of two LeBrons in the Sweet 16. The 16 Cavs did get a bye through, but they've got the 08 Celtics. This is going to be a battle. Indeed, both teams arrived ready to play. Paul Pierce, LeBron were both getting buckets, but timely contributions from Eddie House off the bench had the Celtics in control. And unless we see a miracle here, the Cavs might be getting upset. A bucket here from the Celtics definitely ends this game if it's not over already. Oh my word, LeBron gambled and KG burnt him. What? I don't know. You don't see that a whole lot. And LeBron missed. Dude, the Celtics shot 65% from three. That was the entire difference. And I wasn't lying about Eddie House. 18 points in just 8 minutes off the bench. He went 6 of 7 for three. The 99 Spurs and 97 Bulls both pulled off upsets to get here. So I guess we've got a Cinderella story brewing either way. Oh, either way though, we've got a clutch finish. Can San Antonio come back? Oh, they're going to David Robinson instead. They like the matchup against Luke Longley. Fair enough. That was a really weird sequence from Michael Jordan. Tim Duncan's inside and he's got them back within one. I don't know why I'm choosing to hate on Michael Jordan when I've seen LeBron choke like twice this video, but there's MJ in the clutch. They don't even need a three. Like a two will do it. David Robinson inside. He just threw an alley-oop to himself. That's basically what that was. Ron Harper hit both free throws for the Bulls. The Spurs are out of timeouts. Are they going to go to... They should go to Sean Elliott for a three. Mario Ellie for three? No, that's not what you want. Michael Jordan had 41, 5 and 5 in a win. Yeah, he was great. The 04 Pistons already beat one version of LeBron. Now they can end his run completely in this video.
12 seconds later.
Okay, I accidentally skipped right through that game and LeBron and the Lakers won by 15. No, 25. 29, 15, and 8 for the King as well. That's a pretty good performance. But here it is, folks. The Raptors ended one Hakeem's run earlier, but this 95 version of Hakeem scored 52 points in his debut game. There's like a whole lot of storylines to pull at here. Let's go. Oh, baby, we got it. We got it. We got a clutch finishing coming. I did peep the stats. Both Kawhi and Hakeem are playing well, too. That's a big bucket from Leonard. Houston got another stop. We are really learning whose aura is greater, 2019 Kawhi or prime Hakeem. Both are up there. That was a bad turnover by the Rockets. Kawhi pulling. Yeah, that's the aura I'm talking about. Hand in the face. He does not care. Can the Rockets manage not to fumble this? Oh my, Vernon Maxwell. He's actually open. They didn't go to Hakeem, but that was a good look. Houston also got the 2 for 1. Unless, no, Fred VanVleet just burned them in transition. You know he's not going to shoot a 3, but a 2 is all right. Just don't miss. I was scared there for a second. Siakam hit a pair of free throws. The Rockets have no more timeouts. And Kenny Smith is chucking a 3. They kind of needed to go for that. I mean, they could have gone for a quick 2. Hope the Raptors missed a free throw. That's the problem with these older teams. They don't have enough 3-point shooting in the clutch. That's a tough loss, man. Especially because Hakeem was great. 28-20 at 4 blocks. 10 of 25, those tough. And like I mentioned, Kawhi's just got that aura, baby. He was great in the clutch. And working backwards from what we just saw, the Raptors, the Lakers advanced. 2 heavyweights, unfortunately, not upsets. But the 97 Bulls at 12 seed, the 08 Celtics an 8 seed. They're both surprises. And now we've got both sides of our bracket off to the Elite 8. Are these the best 8 teams out of the last 3 decades of NBA champions? Maybe, but let's start narrowing it down. 03 Tim Duncan has been an absolute menace this video. Can he take down the 17 Warriors? Well, okay then. When I'm making these videos, sometimes I go back and forth whether I want to make moments like super intense or like goofy in reaction. This is my honest reaction. I did not see this coming. Like the 17 Warriors, they are arguably the best team ever, probably the best team ever created. They are so good on 2K, but yeah, this Spurs team just handled them with ease. And Tim Duncan wasn't really that. Okay, he filled up the stat sheet. He did everything, but 18 points on 5 of 13 shooting. We're not about to see both Steph, KD, Warriors fall in consecutive games here, are we? Oh my gosh, yes we are. Unless Steph goes ballistic and hits a bunch of, wait a minute, he actually could do that. Why is he pump faking? Oh no, that's too much space. You don't let Steph get that. Yep, that's the first 3. He's gonna need a couple more, but Steph would hit yet another 3 down 6. Then he'd find himself at the line where he converted a pair. I was writing off the Golden State Warriors too soon. Wait a minute, why is Kevin Durant not out here? Iguodala. Max Kellerman did not no ball. Okay, the Warriors did chuck a bunch, made it close at the end, but it was a pretty solid victory for the 02 Lakers. I have no clue Kevin Durant scored 9 points and wasn't. Imagine if that was him instead instead of Iguodala with that last shot. Boston ended one of the Michael Jordan-led Bulls teams earlier in this video. Can they go 2 for 2 against Mike? There's going to be nowhere to pack your car down by the harbor when this Celtics championship parade gets underway. Yeah, they've beaten Michael Jordan twice. What am I? You think you're better than me? I don't know, honestly. Wrapping up the Elite 8, the 2020 Lakers versus 2019 Raptors. This is just a fantastic matchup. And indeed, it's going to be wrapped up in the clutch. Let's go. The Raptors have controlled this game mostly throughout. Kawhi, that is tough. AD in the corner, he can hit those. He can hit. This is bubble A Disney, baby. Kawhi once again on the low block, once again fading on my guy's just doing whatever he wants. LA's down 3. They have no more timeouts. How do they play this? They finally subbed all their big men out. Now they've taken Anthony Davis off the floor. Like, what are these coaches doing, brother? At least they have shooting options out here. KCP, oh, really? KCP, two-time champ, thinks he can pull that shot in the clutch? We can't even hate on LeBron, bro. 37, 8, and 10. Yeah, he did everything he could. For the final time in reverse order of what we just saw, the 2-seeded Raps took down LeBron and the 3-seeded Lakers. The 8th-seeded 08 Celtics, they've made it all the way through. On the left side of the bracket, so much Lakers Warriors content. It's Shaq and Kobe, though, powering. And our other Warriors L was taken at the hands of one of our many San Antonio Spurs teams. And altogether, that makes our final 4. I wouldn't say there's any massive shocks. We have a Spurs team, a Lakers team, but the lone Raps team making it. Same with the Celtics. So, I don't know. I guess not shocked because all these teams are champions, but some nice teams. I like it, Brad. The 02 Lakers are the favorite in our first Final 4 matchup. 98 Shaq, 97 Kobe. They don't have a lot after that, but when have they ever needed it, bro? That dynamic duo is insane. Unfortunately, if you want to talk about insane, 03 Tim Duncan has dominated this tournament. He had one off game and the Spurs bench picked him up because they are deep. They are great. This is a great matchup. And every single star I just mentioned, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, were all balling out. This great matchup on paper was showing through on the court, but the 02 Lakers just might be a little bit better here. Oh, Lindsey Hunter with a steal off the inbound. I'm trying to intro this game, Lindsey. That's huge. I've mentioned it a couple times earlier in these videos. These older teams struggle in the clutch because they don't want to shoot threes. Oh, Tim Duncan gets bailed with a free throw. Tim Duncan on the low block again, trying to score out of a double team. This Spurs offense in the clutch, it's just been waste. Okay, Tony Parker might have just saved that. That was a great defensive strategy by San Antonio. Can they find an easy bucket here? Bruce Bowen, that's space for 3. Bruce Bowen. Okay, San Antonio is hitting these threes. Oh my gosh, no way. Kobe just missed both free throws. This game is definitely not over. Who wants to shoot it? Tony Parker hand in his face. Oh my gosh. What was the finish to that game? I don't even know. The Lakers definitely made that way too stressful down the stretch, but man, they were really dominant. Kobe had 35, 8, and 7. Shaq 32 and 24. I told you they were all studs. And Tim Duncan in his going away party, 31, 16, and 9. My word. Will the 08 Celtics continue their great run and give us a truly historic final matchup of the video? It's very possible, but this 19 Raps team has been amazing. They beat Prime Hakeem, Prime LeBron James. Do they have another one in them? Oh boy, we might be back. We might be back in Blowoutville. Yep. I'm truly sorry, Celtics fans. I was kind of making fun of you in this vid. That was not even close. The Raptors, yeah, just a redonkulously balanced performance. I kind of wish I could have made that more epic. Kawhi scored 12 points and they still won. I'm not sure what we're gonna. Like Shaq and Kobe are about to get destroyed, aren't they? After all that, we've got a couple 2 seeds into the championship game of our video. I guess it's better than 1 seeds, but definitely not surprise Cinderella runs. By virtue of how they finished the regular season simulation, the Raptors had a better record, so they'll have home court for this game, and I can't lie, I'm a bit worried for the Lakers. I mean, Shaq and Kobe are amazing, but this Raps team has been a freaking buzzsaw. But maybe my worry wasn't warranted because heading into halftime, this game was just a 1-point difference. Both teams were balling out, and in the second half, despite Kawhi Leonard playing so well for the Toronto Raptors, it was the Lakers who grabbed control midway through the third and never let go. And I will give you all one guess as to why this final matchup of ours is not a clutch finish and instead is a near blowout for the LA Lakers. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. Kobe Bryant, 47 points, 7 assists. Shaq had a 29-13 dominant performance, and together, without much of a supporting cast, they marched the 0-2 LA Lakers all the way to a championship win. They are the last NBA champion standing from the past 30 years. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know he came up small in this tournament, but Michael Jordan, I rebuilt his dream team here on my channel. I also have plenty other tournaments for you to check out, so click this one.